Hey guys, get ready to face a team of anti-heroes in our movie preview video of Thunderbolts. This superhero film based on Marvel Comics featuring the team Thunderbolts, directed by Zack Snyder. It is said to be the 36th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the final installment of Phase 5 of the MCU. Brace yourself for the storm as Thunderbolts hits United States theaters on May 2nd. Brought to you by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Let's dive deep into the movie preview video of Thunderbolts by discussing its positive and negative aspects. Before delving into the movie preview video, let's take a quick sneak peek at what this movie is all about. Thunderbolts is about a group of anti-heroes, people who have done bad things in the past but are not completely evil. They are brought together by Valentina, a powerful woman who works for the CIA. She sends them on a secret mission, but it turns out to be a trap. Now these anti-heroes must work together to stay alive. They have to face their past mistakes and secrets. Along the way, they come across a mysterious and dangerous villain called the Void. To survive and maybe find redemption, they must become a real team. Positives of the movie: unlike classic Marvel teams like the Avengers, Thunderbolts brings together a group of anti-heroes with messy, complicated past. The movie has a darker, more serious tone, reminding me of the Suicide Squad or the Dirty Dozen, but with that signature Marvel style. It leans into gritty spy thriller vibes, much like Captain America, the Winter Soldier, or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that makes it feel fresh compared to the recent light-hearted or cosmic Marvel movies. The characters are not your usual heroes. They are flawed, morally grey, and that makes their dynamic more interesting. Their different views and personal baggage lead to some tense emotional moments within the team. Their chemistry feels real and the conflicts between them hit hard. Valentina plays a big role behind the scenes and she adds a lot of mystery and political drama to the story. She is like a darker version of Nick Fury, manipulative, clever, and not to be trusted. Her betrayal brings a lot of tension and raises the emotional stakes for the group. The film also teases the Void, the terrifying alter ego of the century. This villain adds a psychological layer to the story and builds suspense. He is not just powerful but also deeply tied to themes of mental health and inner conflict, which gives the film a darker edge. What stood out the most was the raw action. The movie focuses more on brutal hand-to-hand combat and intense missions rather than flashy CGI or space battles. It feels grounded, dangerous, and real. Overall, Thunderbolts is about broken people trying to find meaning and trust in each other. It is emotional, gritty, and brings a different kind of depth to the MCU. Negatives of the movie: with such a big cast, not every character gets enough screen time or proper development. Characters like Ghost, Taskmaster, and Red Guardian were already underused in their earlier appearances, and sadly they do not get much more attention here either. Unlike the Avengers, most of the Thunderbolts team members are not well known, so it is harder for the audience to connect with them emotionally. The movie does not give them the depth they need to make us care about their stories. The setup of a group of anti-heroes on a mission feels too similar to DC's Suicide Squad, especially the 2021 version, which already did a better job balancing humor and violence. Thunderbolts struggles to find its own voice and ends up feeling like a copy rather than something original. The film tries to mix dark themes like trauma, government control, and redemption with Marvel's usual humor, but the tone does not blend well. It often feels off. Valentina is supposed to be the mysterious mastermind, but her actions do not feel well explained or motivated, making her come across as just another shady government type a trope we have seen too many times. Because this is still a Marvel movie, it does not go deep enough into the darker elements or let the characters deal with real lasting consequences that weakens the whole redemption idea. We have seen this kind of story before: a group of outcasts forced to work together, whether it is Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy, or even Eternals. And while the film hints at betrayal and danger, it does not clearly explain the main conflict or how it fits into the bigger MCU. The stakes never feel high and the movie feels too self-contained to really matter. The superhero movie has a so-so story and weak narration, but the direction is top-notch. The supporting cast does a good job, but Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, and Void absolutely steal the show with their brilliant performances. The cinematography in Thunderbolts is top-notch and the locations are fantastic. This movie feels like Marvel's darker, more down-to-earth take on a team-up, kind of like the Winter Soldier meets Suicide Squad. If it had nailed the balance between intense action, deep emotions, and cool powerful team chemistry. It could have really stood out. It is perfect for fans who love messy heroes, spy thrillers and stories about second chances. But if you are hoping for something as epic as Avengers Endgame, you might find this one a bit smaller and more personal with lower but still meaningful stakes. In my opinion, you should totally catch Thunderbolts on the big screen when it hits theaters on 2nd May. The Thunderbolts movie really shine in the MCU if Marvel goes all in on its darker vibes, messy morals and deep character drama with all the emotional twist, inner struggles and intense moments. This could have been one of the most unique and powerful stories Marvel has told so far. Thunderbolts has getting great reviews from critics and we are giving it a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. Expect this movie to make a big splash at the box office with an estimated 75 million in its opening weekend. And that's a wrap for our Thunderbolts movie preview video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button, sharing with your friends, dropping a comment and subscribing to our channel. Please use the thanks option as much as you can to support us. Your support means the world to us. Catch you all in our next video. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay youthful and keep watching our videos. Thank you.